I saw the end of us.
I'm gonna play that one more time just because I think it's the last time that we need to watch it.
I saw the end of us.
But what did that mean? We hadn't gotten a clear explanation of what Kayce Dutton saw during a vision quest to end season 4. This was the cliffhanger, and it just hung there for nearly 8 full episodes until the last scene of the mid-season finale. Hey, it's Billy Dukes, and I'm not going to make you wait very long. In fact, just go ahead and tap any of the time codes in the description section below, and you can jump right to some of these answers. During this episode 8 recap video, we'll also talk about how John plans to run the ranch while Rip's off in Texas and he's off being governor, Jamie's impeachment speech,
Attorney General's office under Article 5 and Section 13 of the state constitution is requesting a Senate tribunal seeking impeachment.
and the fact that Beth really didn't know anything about the train station.
Wait, did you even know?
That part right there just... But it explains what I always thought was the biggest Yellowstone plot hole ever. Jamie was agreeing to this blackmail knowing full well he could expose the Dutton family. What I didn't know is that Beth didn't know. Be honest, did you enjoy this episode and have you liked season 5? I'm gonna give it a solid B rating because at times it's been a little all over the place and it's certainly relied on Beth a little too heavily. Share your ratings in the comments section below, and while you're down there, tap that subscribe button. So much more Yellowstone in 1923 analysis is coming very soon. Partway through episode 8, John and Monica share another sweet scene that ends with him asking her if she'll watch the ranch while he and Rip are doing their jobs. He asks Monica because that he knows that she wears the pants, those are his words. She agrees and agrees to live in an old house off at East Camp. This is important because Monica's always felt like an outsider, but now it's clear that John welcomes her like a daughter. Flash forward to the very end of the episode, when we see her telling Kayce what she has decided. That is when he says this.
In my vision, the choice that I saw was between this place and you.
Is East Camp in your vision? Oh. Maybe this is the way we have both.
What's super interesting about that is that back in season 4, he told Monica he saw the end of us, which I take to mean that at least initially, he was choosing the ranch. Throughout season 5, he's alluded to his vision. During episode 3, Kayce talks to his father about it and his choice, except he frames it as more of serving under his father. That was the scene where he gave him his badge back, hence retiring as livestock agent.
I can't serve both. I choose her and I choose my son.
Losing the baby seems to have changed everything for him. It made family his #1 priority, and somehow that brought him back to Monica and his father, who gave him an awkward hug as a way of saying thank you. The Duttons do a lot of things well. Hugging is not one of them. There was quite a bit of love in episode 8. Jimmy returned for a gratuitous love sequence with Emily. There's John's scenes with Kayce and Monica. Carter and his girlfriend appear to have christened their relationship. Heck, even Teeter was feeling it.
Yeah.
Weird, right? Half the bunkhouse is going with half the herd to Texas for what I believe will be a very Texas-centric season 5 second half. Here is what we know about that and why it matters. As we've predicted, the second half begins this summer, and Taylor Sheridan has said it's mostly filmed in Texas. Subscribers to this channel know this already. Timing allows for 1923 to run its course, and possibly, maybe, somehow, for the long-rumored show about the 4-6's ranch to premiere. At the very least, I think we'll get a lot of movement in the filming of that show, as it's supposed to star the actors who play Jimmy and Ryan, Jefferson White and Ryan Bingham. Could other actors who star on Yellowstone also visit? As for Yellowstone, why they're calling it the second half of season 5 and not just season 6 is really anyone's guess. To me, it's season 6. Just call it what it is. Really, the only reason to keep filming in Montana is to let the impeachment storyline play out. You might be saying, what about what's happening on the reservation? Yeah, me too. For 2 seasons, that plotline has been at best buried, at worst ignored. What once seemed like a fascinating intersection of culture has just sort of turned into a run-on sentence. But the impeachment is real.
Attorney General's office under Article 5 and Section 13 of the state constitution is requesting a Senate tribunal seeking impeachment.
That's Jamie Dutton shooting his shot just weeks after his father was elected governor, and he seems to have convinced lawmakers because the investigation is on. This leads Beth to pay him a visit at his suburban house. She threatens him, and he calls her bluff because of what else is at the bottom of the train station. Side note, we made a real cool video about the train station that I'm going to link to in the description section below. You see, it's not just old Garrett Randall's body down there. The Duttons have been throwing bodies over that cliff for decades. Beth's face as Jamie explains the train station to her is absolutely amazing. Her response when she tells her dad that Jamie knows is equally genuine.
Jamie knows about it.
Yes.
At this point, Beth and Jamie essentially start planning on how they're going to kill one another, but no steps are taken in that direction, so the credits roll without too much of an OMG. I guess this is the big cliffhanger for Season 5, but for me it's kind of more of the same from Beth and Jamie. They've been threatening each other for years. I do think one of them will die before the series ends, but it's hardly the who attacked the Duttons kind of cliffhanger we had after Season 3. As always, your fan theories below or at staff@tasteofcountry.com. I'm Billy Dukes for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.